Hi Gastro Pals, it's Tiny Small Fry here again. Hope you're keeping safe and well. Or perhaps I should say bonjour, because today I'm going to be making a pistou soup. Now a pistou is a sauce from Provence in France that's made from garlic and basil. It's made into a paste. But this recipe is called summer pistou soup. So I'm making it early because I've got lots of things to do today. So let's get in the kitchen and get cracking. You may be asking yourself a question here. What on earth am I looking at? Well, these are courgettes that are left over from me spiralising them the other day for bolognese, and I did something with noodles which I haven't videoed yet, but next time I do it I promise I will. But this is basically the end that was too thick to go through my little spiraliser. So it's a spiraliser, if you haven't come across them, they're like little pencil sharpeners for vegetables that turn them into noodles and spaghetti and the like. But that's what you end up with. Now you can shave it down further and force it through, but the thing is that you do that and it gets slippy. So I've kind of kept these ends for today because I know that I'm going to be making this soup. Now all I need to do is dice them up. Don't have to be a perfectionist with this, but I'm sure one of my kids that's training as a chef will probably tell me off because I've not made them perfectly cubed, but you know, let's go for the rustic look, eh? Anyway, I won't bore you with doing it all. I'll get on and I'll come back to you in a minute. Next we need 3 chopped tomatoes, but we're going to do 1.5 for putting in the soup base itself, and then the other 1.5 is going to go and be blitzed along with the pistou. So I'm just going to do 1.5 here, so you can see what I mean. Okay, so into our trusty pan goes a reasonable sized glug of rapeseed oil. And just get that heated up. Then into that we're going to put our chopped courgettes and leeks and soften them up for about 5 minutes. Okay, so now you can see nicely softened down, so it's now time to add in our litre of vegetable stock. And our tomatoes. and I didn't have fresh beans, so I'm using frozen ones, which I'm snapping into pieces as they go in. Unfortunately, the market was out of fresh green beans this morning, and I popped down there. So as it happens, I always keep some frozen veg in the house. I just break those in. And last, by no means least, our cannellini beans. And now we just need to bring that to the boil and simmer while we make our pistou. So in here we have the other half of our tin of cannellini beans and the other 1.5 chopped tomatoes. And now in goes 3 cloves of garlic. And a handful of basil. And finally 40 grams of grated parmesan. And now with our trusty stick blender, we're going to blitz it all up. Okay, so now it's time to stir in the pistou. So we're just going to simmer it for 5 minutes and then we'll set it aside to cool down and pop it in the fridge once it's cool. We can reheat it then when it's time for lunch. So here's our summer veg pistou reheated for our lunch. And I'll be honest, I found it a little bland, so I put a dollop of sweet chilli sauce in it. Lovely. Bon appétit.